Kremlin-Linked group arranged payments to European politicians to support Russia's annexation of Crimea. For years, a secret organization run from inside Russia's parliament successfully interfered with European policies on occupied Ukraine. Leaked emails give a new overview of the operation and show how European Union politicians who helped push Moscow's agenda were offered cash and perks. Since Russia launched its brutal invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, condemnation of Vladimir Putin's overseas aggression has reached a fever pitch. Yet Russia can still rely on the occasional friendly voice in Europe. Last November, for example, far-right Italian local legislator Stefano Valdegamberi penned an op-ed decrying the EU's decision to designate Russia a terrorist state as a serious mistake that foments conflict by denying historical truth. But what Valdegamberi didn't mention was that he had long been collaborating with a secretive Russian lobbying group with a direct link to the Kremlin. Since at least 2014, that group had designed plans to channel cash to European politicians to help it legitimize Russia's occupation of Crimea and promote pro-Moscow policies inside EU countries. Details of the group's activities have come to light via hacked and leaked emails belonging to its coordinator, Russian parliamentary staffer Sargis Mirzakhanian, who ran the International Agency for Current Policy in the years following the annexation of Crimea. The emails suggest his group paid politicians thousands of euros to put forward pro-Russian resolutions in European legislatures. A new investigation by Yesti Express, in partnership with AKRP, ERPI Media, iStories, and Profil, has found. It also helped arrange for political figures from countries including Germany, Austria, Italy, the Czech Republic and Poland to be flown on expensive junkets to pro-Russia events in occupied Crimea, and paid honoraria for their presence. The lobbying group also flew several European political figures to Russia to act as official election observers. The emails, which were leaked by a group of Ukrainian hacktivists, reveal especially close ties between Mirzakhanian's operation and officials in Italy and Cyprus. These ties paved the way for pro-Russian motions to be passed in both countries, with both the Cypriot parliament and multiple Italian regional councils calling for an end to sanctions against Russia over its invasion of Crimea. Previous media reports have shown links between EU politicians and Kremlin propagandists, but this is the first comprehensive insight into how this campaign was run from Russia. The emails show that Mirzakhanian, a well-connected staffer and advisor in Russia's parliament, the Duma, built a network of political analysts, journalists, activists, and academics who helped him push the Kremlin's interests abroad. Anton Shakovtsov, chair of the pro-democracy non-profit Center for Democratic Integrity, said the leaked emails represent one of the most important sources of our knowledge of how particular engines of the Russian political war machine works. Most significantly, Shakovtsov said, they showed Mirzakhanian's role coordinating protests, placing media articles, and preparing parliamentary resolutions across Europe, while organizing fake election observation missions as he and his associates sought to legitimize the annexation of Crimea and advance Russian domestic and foreign policy interests. The emails run from March 2007 until September 2017, and it's unclear whether the International Agency for Current Policy is still at work today, although those linked to the network like Valdegamberi continue to make pro-Russian statements. Olga Lautman, a researcher on Kremlin-related disinformation and hybrid threats at the Center for European Policy Analysis, said that groups like Mirzakhanian's had helped open the door to Russia's ongoing aggression in the rest of Ukraine. Russia was extremely successful in its efforts to soften the response to its various campaigns by putting former and current politicians on its payroll, she said. Russia's latest full-scale invasion is a direct result of the international community's failure to hold Russia accountable after the 2008 Georgia invasion, the 2014 Ukraine invasion, the atrocities they helped, Bashar al-Assad commit in Syria, and the various assassinations or attempts, using chemical weapons on foreign soil. Mirzakhanian and other key figures connected to his group did not respond to requests for comment. In conclusion, the key findings are, leaked emails show how a Duma insider built a network of analysts, journalists, and others who helped him push the Kremlin's interests abroad. His group offered cash to European politicians to propose pro-Russian motions in their local legislatures, and paid far-right activists to publish pro-Kremlin articles in European media outlets. The network arranged trips to occupied Crimea for European politicians and businessmen, with travel and accommodation covered by Russian state-funded organizations and honoraria apparently offered to some individuals. It also helped bring European political figures to Russia to act as election observers, with a €68,000 budget allocated to the project.